Hello investment group admins. Today we will be learning how to operate the deal flow platform by Startup Steroid. Uh, the URL would already be provided to you. It would be a white label solution specific to your investment group. So the logo will be yours, the URL will be yours. You will get link to the 3 buttons. You might want to put those links on your website. One is going to be the login. The second is going to be the startup registration form. And the third is going to be the investor registration form. These forms are customizable. You will be able to add sections to it. Necessarily, you will not be able to remove all of the sections. Let me go in, log in as a group admin. Once you have logged in as a group admin, you will see the dashboard view wherein you will all find the number of startups that have registered with you. If there are any startups which have been rated, you can personally add startups to it or add funds to it. You will see all the activity that is happening in your white label. At the same time, any notifications or any activities that need your attention will be populated over here. There are basic setting functionalities wherein you will be able to change the view of your own white label. Probably you want a dark view, you want to enable 2-factor authentication, all of those things. You will also be able to customize your notifications based on the criteria given over here. The first step, once the entire deal flow platform is being formed, you would want to go to the settings section. Under the settings sections, there are a lot of things that you would want to define. First of all, there is the group settings where you can define the white label. So for example, you can change the logo, you can probably add a favicon, you can do a lot of customization. So under the configuration, I can go in, I can decide if I want to enable my entire group to have multi-factor authentication, if I want to accept deals from different white labels, if I want to share my deals across, all those kind of settings can be done from here. You might want to go in and explore this particular configuration section. At the same time, you can design your own landing page from here in case you do not have a website and you want to customize it. It can all be done from here. Going back to the settings, there are certain automation facilities that are available. So if I want to create a new automation, I can decide when or how I want to send out an email. These automatic emails can be triggered using various criteria. For example, if a status has been changed for a particular startup, the email can be sent out. If you've received an application, you can again decide that, hey, application received, you can just send out a confirmation email. All those kind of things you can do from here. Going back, then there are stage updates. So for example, if a company has come into the platform and there have been various probably data upload that you have discussed priorly, you can do those kind of updates directly. So if a company is on pre-screening mode and probably one of your investors have taken a look at it, they've given their interest, you can just set the system to automatically update the stage from pre-screening to screening. Similarly, you can automatically apply tags, you can auto approve the companies. All of them are pretty self-explanatory. You can go ahead and explore these products. Going back to the settings, of course, after anybody comes and registers with you, be it startups or investors, you can pop out a disclaimer form, and those disclaimer settings can be done from here. You might want to go and explore this as well. The user management is a very easy functionality. Anybody who's coming to you and applying to you are going to be reflected under the user accounts. The first thing that I'm going to do is manage admins. I want to add another admin, probably another colleague of mine. I can simply go on add an admin, put their email ID, put their phone number, first name, last name, create a temporary password for them and invite them as an admin to the Dealflow platform. They are going to get the same access that you right now have. Similarly, there are users, again, all the users, be it investors, be it entrepreneurs, admins, all of them will be in the same space. From here, you can decide that you want to give one email ID, multiple roles, you can do that. So for example, I have identified Ranjan over here. He's right now a group admin. I want to also make an investor out of him. I just go ahead, select investor, and I hit save. Now Ranjan has access of 2 different accounts. Ranjan can log in and simply from switch role, he can switch between being an admin, being an investor, being an entrepreneur. You can just log into any of the portals. I'm going to go back to the settings. Again, invite users, wherein I can send out invitation to various investors. I can do a bulk activity. All I have to do is just populate the email ID and first name, last name, along with one phone number. Phone number is necessary for doing the 2-factor authentication. The next section is the startups. This is where you kind of create your startup application. So registration template can be made over here. Startup Steroid already has a predefined template, but if you want to ask additional questions, for example, if at all you have been associated with this particular group previously, or you have some relation to the investors in the investment network, those kind of questions, you can simply create it over here. Again, the creation process is fairly easy. It is similar to what you have in Google Forms. You can again define startup stages. Every investment group has their own startup stage. Every investment group has their own process. You can create a stage from here. Once you've named the stage, you can realign all of them based on how activities happen in your group. If something is different, you can just click on the toggle and deactivate it and go from there. So that will become your Kanban view, by the way. Once you've done all of this, referral sources, if you're getting your startups referred from somewhere else, or if you're getting your investors referred from somewhere else, you can have those sources over here. You can define your own rating scales when you're collecting insights from your investors. You can say that, hey, I just want 1 rating scale. You want to have 5 rating scales. You want to have 10. All of those can be defined from here. Going back to the settings. Once rating scale is done, registration configuration, if you want to change certain names, for example, if you don't call it the company, maybe you call it something else, you can just change those names for making it more friendly, more user friendly. Once the startup sections are configured, then you go to the emails. General configuration is basically any email going out from this particular white label is going to go out by the email ID of info@startupsteroid. You might want to use your own domain. In case you do, you will have to do these settings. You will have to give the names out, by whose name is it going out, which email ID is going out. If you want to BCC yourself, all of those settings can be done from here. Similarly, you can create templates so that later on you don't have to create emails from scratch. You can just select on this plus icon and give the name of the template. You can add subject. You can design the template. There will be legends that you can create so that you can customize your first name, last name. All of those things can be done. While we are giving you the white label, probably we will give you few of the templates pre-designed. Then there is teams. If you want to create a due diligence team, you can do it from here. Simply add DD team. Whatever company you want to create the DD team for, select that. And the investors who you want to be the part of that particular team, you can go ahead, click on it, and simply hit save. You can again add a deal room for the same company from the same space. If not due diligence team, you want to create probably screening teams, pre-screening teams, you can do that too. Again, the process remains the same. Feel free to go ahead and explore. Pools, you can club a bunch of companies together. Pools are generally created based on the time when they have applied to your white label. So right now I can just click on this. I can define this could be July 2025 pool, give a short description, which is the application date that starts, the application date of deadline, give it a status, and I will just create a pool. So everything that comes to me probably from 1st of July to the 31st of July will automatically be clubbed under this particular pool section. Going back, based on the different pools we've created, I can also assign a few members. So probably the July pool that we had previously created, I would want to assign 4 to 5 people who are going to work on that particular pool, and nobody else from the entire investor network needs to see those 5 companies. I will be able to do all of those settings from here. Once you have done all of the settings for the white label, your white label setup is going to be done. So once the setup is done, you can go back, you can go to the startups, all startups, and start evaluating the various companies that are applying to you as an admin. Now you have to be very, very sure that the companies that you're seeing here need to be approved. If these companies are not approved, then none of the investors of the investment group are going to be able to see it. No matter how good the company is, no matter which pool they belong to, no matter what is happening, if the toggle is off, the company is not going to be visible. Once I have evaluated, I can click on any of the company's names, understand if they've provided all of the information. If not, I can simply send an email to them, the email to the startup founder. I can jump to the company's website. I can create an SPV right from here. I can update the pool. Any basic activity that I want to see about this company, I can do it from here. I can see the timeline, if there were any changes made to the company, any status, probably a re-upload of the pitch deck. All of those things will be seen from here. Now, you as an admin, you can also change the password of this entrepreneur's login in case they've forgotten or something like that. Yeah, now once I have reviewed this company, I can again see it in different views. This was a list view. There is going to be a card view, and there is going to be a Kanban view. Again, Kanban view is dependent on the kind of stages that you had previously created. You can drag a company from one stage to the other, and then you can update any tags if you want to. I can add any comments why I am moving the company from one stage to the other. And once I hit save, the company stage will be changed. With that, I can also use the various filters that are available. So if I click on the filter, I will be able to see what is happening. I can just filter based on industry. Probably I want to invest in only women-owned startups. I can do that, and I have done the filters. Now, these are the filters which I can later on bookmark or convert into a quick link. So later on, if I want to just come back and use the same filters repeatedly, probably I want to then bookmark the filters together and come to make them as a quick link. So tomorrow I can come to quick links and click on the relevant quick link, and I'll get the filtered view. Now I'm going to go ahead, click on the name of the company to have a detailed view a detailed information. I have gone ahead. Once it is loaded, I can see what is the progress of the company. I will be able to see progress only as an admin. The entrepreneur will also be able to see their own progress if the application is incomplete or complete, whatever the case be. As an investor, I will not be able to see this section. I will directly start from here. So now I can see whatever overview the entrepreneur has actually given to us. Similarly, the documents that they have given, pitch deck, executive summary. I can also edit the documents. Maybe the founder has given me a document via an email and I want to upload it. I can do it on their behalf right over here. I also can do an upload of additional documents. Maybe I have a DD report. Maybe I have certain conversation points. Maybe I have a video of them pitching in an event. All of those things I can do it right from here. Again, add tags. I can see the management. I can jump to the LinkedIn profile of the management, the previous investors. All of those data can be seen. Similarly, there's a separate section for financial data. I can initiate a deal discussion. Deal related discussion is nothing but a conversation that you want to have internally with your investment network in form of general discussion, or in case of a discussion that you want to have with the founder, there is going to be discussion with the company. The founder will only be able to see discussion with the company, and your investment network will be able to see general discussion. Again, this is discussion only about the company and not about anything else. If you want to have a generic discussion, we do have forums. You can do discussions over there. These discussions act similar to how a LinkedIn post would work. I have somebody who's already created a discussion thread. I can like it, I can comment on it, I can see all the participants in that discussion. At the same time, I can assign a deal lead, somebody from my organization or from my investment network, they have brought this company forward and they are taking the deal forward. Maybe I want to add them as a deal lead. I can create a DD team right from here as well, not required that I have to go back to the settings section. All the insights that we want to collect from the investors about this company are going to be compiled over here. So I can see interested investors. If there are 2 interested investors in this particular company, one has given a soft commitment of $10,000, the other has given $25,000. So I can see that if I go ahead with this particular company, maybe I can collect about $35,000. So not a very good deal. So these are the insights that I have received for the interests. Similarly, I can also see ratings. Which of the investors have given what kind of rating, what is the weighted average. Based on this weighted average, I might want to take few decisions. Maybe I want to call them for a deep dive call. Maybe I want to ask them to update certain information. All those conversations can be triggered from here. Similarly, we do have data rooms. Data rooms are nothing but something similar to a Google Drive, wherein I can create multiple folders and I can have control over who sees which folder, where I can share what with. For example, this is a testing folder that we had created. I want to share it individually with one investor, or maybe I want to share it only with the due diligence team, or I want to share it with all my investors. I can do all of that. I have complete control over who sees which document. So all the sensitive information, sensitive data that any startup wants to upload, maybe you want to upload or the investors want to upload, they can do it over here in this particular data room. We do have an event section called Demo Day functionality on the platform. We will come to it later. But any events that this company has participated in via the Demo Day section are going to reflect over here. At the same time, if I click on the event, this event is open, probably it will not have a lot of data. But in case it was a closed event and there were some kind of feedback that had been posted for this particular company by audience members or judges, it will be all tagged against this company. So you don't have to go in 4 different spaces to identify which judge or which investor or who had said what about this company. Similarly, if you are creating SPVs through SPV Hub on the platform, the SPVs and the number of SPVs that are created will be visible in the same space. When was it created? How much did the SPV raise? What is happening under the SPV? You can click on the investors and see what is happening again. All of those things can be done from the same space. Going back, SPV is done. Additional details is nothing but all the questions that you had previously asked about the company. All the questions which are again customized by you, they are going to be visible over here for you to just take a look. Similarly, there are access logs, who's done what, any changes that they have made. There is actions where you'll be able to again check the same things that you had done previously. You can archive a startup which is probably not relevant, but 6 months down the line you want to come back and see. All of those functionalities are built into the system. There are a lot more functionalities, but we will discuss those functionalities in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.